Hello students, welcome back to our video. So in the last video we started with this revision of the second chapter, and the last that we discussed was about the types of accounts. So in that we saw that there are three types of accounts. First one is personal account, second is real accounts, and third one is nominal accounts. And all these three types of accounts all have like different rules of debit and credit, and we also discussed the meaning of all the three accounts. Now let's see, and we also discussed this illustration example, like how to identify or how to classify the following accounts. For example, if Navjeevan Commerce College account is given, so how can we identify whether it is a personal or real or like nominal account? So the first is Navjeevan Commerce College account is given. So you all know that this is a person, this is an artificial person. This is Navjeevan Commerce College account is a type of legal artificial person, and legal artificial person is included as a type of personal account. Therefore, first one is personal, type of personal account, then cash account is given. Correct? Therefore, cash account. Let's discuss the cash account. Cash account is a type of asset, current asset, and all the real assets and goods are included under the real accounts. Therefore, cash is a type of asset. Therefore, cash account is a real account. So this is how you can identify the following accounts, whether it is a personal account, real account, or nominal account. And also you know that all the three types of accounts have different rules of debit and credit. So now let's have a look at the rules of debit and credit for the three accounts. So for the first personal account, the rule is debit the receiver and second effect would be credit the giver. So rule for personal account is debit the receiver and credit the giver. Then in real accounts, the rule of real account is debit what comes in and credit what goes out. And the third one is nominal accounts. So in the rule of nominal account is debit expenses and loss and credit all the incomes and gains. So if you know these rules for all the three types of accounts, for you guys it would be very easy to solve the sums or do the accounting. So please try to remember, you have to remember these three types of rules of debit and credit for the personal account, real account, and nominal accounts. So now let's just discuss one example from the exercise question. So this is one question. The question is, to which account the following transactions will be debited and credited in the books of Nilima, and describe with the reason. So in that, the first transaction is rupees 50,000 is brought in cash and started business. So here is the solution. So first transaction is 50,000 is brought in cash and the business was started. So here cash is coming in the business, therefore cash account would be debited because cash is a type of asset, and assets and goods fall in which account? Real account. And the rule for real account is debit what comes in and credit what goes out. So cash is a type of real account, therefore cash is coming in the business, therefore you have to debit the cash account, and second effect would be credit what goes out. So instead cash is coming in the business, and what is going out? Nothing is going out, but capital account is affected, because whatever is brought, whatever cash or asset is brought with the starting of the business, it is known as capital. Therefore you have to credit the capital account. Reason is cash comes in the business, therefore cash account is debited, and reason for crediting is cash provided by the owner. Cash is provided by the owner, therefore cash is going out, therefore capital account would be credited. Then the second is a loan of rupees 10,000 is taken from Jaslin. So here loan is taken. So loan is a type of like money is coming in the business, cash is coming in the business, therefore loan is also like is a type of asset. So it is included under the real account, and the rule of real account is debit what comes in and credit what goes out. So cash account would be debited to Jaslin, loan account will be credited. Reason is cash comes in the business, that's why cash account is debited, and reason for crediting is Jaslin is the giver of the loan amount. Jaslin has provided loan to the business, therefore Jaslin loan account would be credited. Then the third transaction is bank account opened by depositing 30,000. So bank is also like a type of asset. So bank account would be debited because bank balance is increasing. Debit the receiver and credit the giver. That's the rule. So bank account would be debited and cash account would be credited. The reason is bank is the receiver of the cash, therefore bank account would be debited, and cash goes out from the business, that's why cash account would be credited. Then fourth transaction is a computer is purchased for rupees 8,000. A computer is a type of asset, and all the assets and goods is fall under the real accounts, and the rule for real account is debit what comes in and credit what goes out. So computer is coming in the business, asset is coming in the business, therefore computer account would be debited, and against that cash is paid for the purchase of computer and cash is going out of business, therefore cash account will be credited. Reason is computer is a type of asset, comes in the business, therefore computer account would be debited, and reason for crediting is cash goes out from the business, that's why cash account will be credited. Then the fifth is stationery is purchased for rupees 1,000. So stationery is also a type of goods. Stationery is a good, but stationery purchased is an expense. Like for stationery purchase, expense like money is paid, therefore is a type of expenses, and all the expenses and incomes fall under which account? Nominal account. And the rule for nominal account, debit all the losses and expenses and credit all the gains and incomes. Therefore stationery is a type of expense, so stationery expense account would be debited to cash account. Cash account would be credited. Reason is stationery purchased, it is an expense of the business, that's why stationery expense account would be debited, and as cash goes out from the business, that's why cash account will be credited. Then the sixth transaction is purchase made of rupees 20,000. So purchase is made, therefore it like goods is purchased, therefore purchase account will be debited because goods is coming in the business, and cash account will be credited because cash is going out of business. Let's see the reason. Reason for debiting is goods comes in the business, that's why purchase account is debited, and cash goes out from the business, that's why cash account is credited. Then the next transaction is purchase is made of rupees 30,000 from the Raman. So purchase of goods is made from the Raman.